The second most important step after creating your artwork is to save it, right? And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. We're going to be learning how to save our file and also going to be discovering some different formats. So now let's say we are done with our design and we need to save it. You can go to File, and whether it's the first time you're saving your file or you have previously saved your file, you can be selecting always Save As, while you can be using Save for saving your progress within your design. So maybe every 2 or 5 minutes you can be using Command or Control S as a shortcut for saving your progress every now and then. However, let's discover Save As options. We can give it a friendly name, and by default we have that file in BSD format, which is Photoshop's native file format. And basically it's going to be including everything: layers, masking, and even adjustment layers. And it's very important to start first by saving a BSD file, then you can be saving maybe a JPEG file for images or PNG and so on. Of course, you can select where you want to save your file on your PC. Then here we have formats. First we're going to be starting by Photoshop, which is our BSD file format. Then all you need to do is to click save and keep that option on for maximum compatibility of your file, then pressing OK. Now we have saved that one as BSD file, and here you can find your status bar for that file, so you can check your file size. And we have two sizes in here. On left we have 15 megabytes, which will be the flattened version of your design. It's not going to be including layers, while on right we have that file size including layers. And of course you can be replacing that anytime by clicking that arrow, and you can be changing that one maybe to document profile, scratch sizes, or even layer count if you would like to keep track of your layers. Now let's say we need to export that file as a shareable file or as an image format. We can be saving that one as JPEG or a PNG file format. So we can go to File again, selecting Save As. From formats we're going to be selecting JPEG, or you can be scrolling down to select maybe PNG file format or TIFF file format. But let's start first with JPEGs. This one, pressing save. Here we have some quality options, either going for large file with maximum quality or medium or small file size. And you can see an estimate of your file size on right side. I'm gonna be saving that one at maximum file size and maximum quality, pressing OK. We can be checking our saved file. Here we have BSD version from our file and we have JPEG version. We can be opening that one as a shareable photo. We can be using that one maybe in another design or share it or post it online or whatever. Now let's go back and save it in another format. Let me remind you guys that what will be affecting your file size is your document size, of course, how many inches, pixels, or centimeters you're using, along with the resolution and how many layers you have within your file. So if we press Alt Command I to access our image size, or Option Control I. So here we have a medium file size, as you can see, with 2000 pixels in width and height, and we have a screen resolution with 72, which should be resulting in a small file size. However, if we are going to use a resolution with 300 maybe, as you can see, we're getting image size of 260 megabytes and it was 15 megabytes. Of course, I'm not going to be applying that because also it's distorting our image, as we can see in that preview. If we enlarge, we are getting pixels everywhere. So I'm going to be pressing cancel and discovering another file format. So going to File, Save As, and then instead of saving our file in BSD file format, we have that file format, BSP file format, or large document format, which will be converting that BSD to BSP file format. And mainly we can be using that file format for files higher than 2 gigs or 2 gigabytes, and it's exactly the same like BSD file format. And also here we have TIFF file format, so let's scroll down, selecting TIFF. Well, those file formats are also similar to BSD file formats. It's gonna be including layers, masks, and even adjustment layers. However, this one is slightly more compatible with older versions of Photoshop than using BSD file format. Of course, BSDs are also compatible with older versions, but this one is slightly more compatible. So let's save that one and see how it goes. So pressing save. We're getting some TIFF options. We have image compression. We can be compressing our images for smaller file size. So none will not be applying any compression to your image, while LZW and zip will be adding compression to your image. However, it's lossless compression. It's gonna be preserving your image's quality. While if you want to go for extreme compression, you can be applying JPEG. However, this one can be affecting your quality. So for instance, if we select JPEG, we're gonna be getting that message telling us that JPEG compression is not supported in older TIFF readers. So if you're not going to share that file with others who might be using older TIFF readers, you can be applying that, and you can be controlling your quality from here. Instead of 10, you can be reducing to high, medium, or low. And also we have layer compression option. RLE will be giving us faster saves, bigger files, while zip will be giving us slower saves and smaller files. Or you can be discarding your layers and save a copy, which will be in that case similar to saving JPEGs. Then you can be pressing OK. Now it's telling us including layers will be increasing file size. OK. Now let's say we need to save a PNG file format. I'm gonna be selecting another image. Maybe this one in here. Here we have that cool guy, and let's say for some reason that we need to be excluding that background. So I'm gonna be using quick selection tool, clicking in here to quickly select that white background, and I'm gonna be unlocking layer, deleting that part from our layer. Now we have an empty background and we need to save that one as it is, so we can quickly use it later within our designs instead of reselecting that background again and delete it and all that. So in order to save it without background, we can be saving this one as a PNG format. So let me deselect that selection and going to file. We can be selecting save as, or you better save that shortcut as well. Shift Control or Command S, or Command or Control S for saving. Those two are very handy shortcuts. Saving as PNG, selecting our file format PNG, clicking save. And also we have three file size options, either large, medium, or smallest file size. I'm gonna keep it as it is, pressing OK. We can be checking that one out. Here we have our JPEG, and we have our PNG file format version with a higher file size. We can be checking that one out, and it doesn't have a background. It's a transparent one compared to our JPEG file with a white background. And that's basically, guys, how you can be creating PNG files, and also that's how you can be saving your files in few different formats. And hopefully by now you can see the difference between each and every of them, so you can select your corresponding file format at each situation or design requirement.